so many eyeballs on Caitlin. So if they put their #1 golfer, who is currently leading the sport and pushing the sport ahead, if they put her next to Caitlin, what she has done for women's sports and basketball, and to have her at our golf tournament, I mean, I'm like in awe. I've got a basketball and hoping she signs it for my girls. But how cool for her to come out and support us this week and only help grow women's golf. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. And her name is Nelly.
Did you hear about the WNBA drama? It's like they're watching their big moment fall apart while Caitlin Clark is out there helping the LPGA shine. The LPGA just pulled off one of the biggest moves in sports, and the WNBA isn't happy about it. This is about big endorsements, packed crowds, and a whole lot of drama. Want to know how one league made a genius move while the other dropped the ball? Stick around, it's a wild story, like a buzzer-beater shot at the last second. Oh, before we dive in, can I ask a quick favor? If you enjoy this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's free, and it really helps us out. Did you hit the subscribe button? Awesome, thanks. Now back to the story. The LPGA pulled off a bold move. Caitlin Clark, the basketball superstar, showed up at a golf event, and everyone was confused. But the LPGA knew exactly what they were doing. They saw an opportunity and grabbed it, making waves in the sports world.
And to have her at our golf tournament, I mean, I'm like in awe. I've got a basketball and hoping she signs it for my girls. But how cool for her to come out and support us this week and only help grow women's golf. All of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. They didn't want to give her too much praise. They didn't want to prop her up too much and forget about everyone else who came before her.
LPGA saw how Caitlin Clark draws huge crowds and decided to make the most of it. The event was packed, standing room only. People were climbing over each other just to get a glimpse of her. It wasn't just golf fans either. Basketball fans, families, and curious onlookers all came to see what the buzz was about. The atmosphere was electric, like a big sports party. Fans showed up super early, like they were waiting for Black Friday sales, and stuck around long after the event was over, chatting with players. It wasn't just a one-time boost, either. The LPGA's smart move got people who never cared about golf talking about it. Suddenly, basketball fans were Googling golf terms, and families were planning trips to the green. Even LPGA star Nelly Korda was impressed. She said, to see how much influence Caitlin has, bringing so many people out here, it's amazing. She's incredible for sports. That's high praise from a golf pro. Thanks to this bold move, the LPGA is now trending everywhere. Their social media is blowing up, engagement is sky high, and they've probably gained fans for life. It's clear this gamble paid off big time, like hitting a hole-in-one. So, what do you think? Did the LPGA just change the game for women's sports? Will we see more crossovers like this? One thing's certain, the LPGA took a chance, and it's paying off big. Meanwhile, it's wild to imagine the WNBA missing out on a star like Caitlin Clark. What a missed opportunity.
And it should have maybe been on the professional golfers. I didn't hear one thing about how her fans are toxic. So there are photos of Caitlin and Nelly literally everywhere. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. And her name is Nelly.
That's exactly what's happening with the WNBA and Caitlin Clark. The big question is, why? And what's it costing them? You'd think the WNBA would be thrilled about Clark's popularity, right? Nope. Instead, they're treating her like a problem instead of an opportunity. It's like their parade is getting rained on, and they can't figure out why everyone's having fun without them. Some WNBA players are even throwing shade at Clark. Crazy, right? It's almost like they're afraid she'll steal the spotlight. But that's not how sports work. When one player shines, the whole league benefits. Look at what LeBron did for the NBA or Serena for tennis. Instead of celebrating Clark, the WNBA is getting defensive. They're forgetting one simple fact: fans love stars. And Clark? She's more than a star, she's a supernova. She's drawing in people who've never watched women's basketball before, and that's huge. Fans are noticing the tension, too. They're wondering why the WNBA isn't hyping Clark up. After all, She's bringing attention to women's sports, which is what everyone wants, right? But instead of riding the wave, the WNBA seems scared to get wet. This isn't just about one player, it's about growing the whole sport. Clark's popularity could bring in more fans, sell more tickets and merch, and land bigger TV deals. It's a domino effect that could take the league to new heights. But the WNBA seems to be ignoring it. While the LPGA is taking bold steps and winning big, the WNBA is playing it safe. But in today's sports world, playing it safe might be the riskiest move of all. So what do you think? Is the WNBA making a big mistake by not embracing Caitlin Clark, or do they have a hidden plan we just
upset with the WNBA? So many eyeballs on Caitlin, so if they put their number one golfer who is currently leading the sport and pushing the sport ahead, if they put her next to Caitlin, and that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter. There's immediate hesitancy. Is that a word? There's immediate hesitancy about giving Caitlin Clark too much praise.
One thing's for sure, time is ticking, and fans are eager to see what happens next. Let's talk about how women's sports are evolving. The LPGA took a chance with Caitlin Clark and is reaping big rewards. Meanwhile, the WNBA is playing it safe, and it's costing them. Here's the deal, women's sports are at a turning point. Experts say cross-sport collaborations like this could change the game, making it easier to market and engage fans. It's not just about one league or one athlete, it's about lifting up all women athletes. So, what do you think? Is the WNBA making a mistake by not jumping on the Caitlin Clark bandwagon, or are they right to be cautious? Maybe there's a middle ground we're not seeing yet. Here's something cool, we can all make a difference. Watch those events with crossover athletes, cheer for unity in women's sports, and show decision-makers that fans want more collaboration. This story is far from over, and I can't wait to see what happens next. What's your take? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to keep up with all the latest sports drama, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.